Hi guys, this is VK5PO / VK5 Sierra India X-ray. That's my 12,000 pound winch, and there's a couple of deep cycle batteries there. Obviously due to the weight of these things I need to use a sack truck to move them around. So I use that winch via a gin pole jury rig type setup here. 1.5 or 2 inch, I think it's 2 inch actually, thick walled galv pipe. I did use a triangular parallel tower section originally. It's a bit hard to move around, so just a couple of muffler clamps and away we go. Just put that in there and lift it up. Now this is a 18.5 metre tower, and it's very heavy, and this is extremely dangerous work. So at any time I'm working on this, I actually don't like having anyone around because of the danger to other people. So for that reason, yep, another sole around, of course. 2 anchor points with a 6mm wire rope. It's taken it's probably 2 or 3 years work to get this massive array all balanced and built properly. Just a slight bend in the boom because it's laying down. When it's sitting up in the air and they're pointing skyward, straight up, they're straight. So what we got is 2 7-element LFAs that I built myself, thanks to Justin G0KSC, who was kind enough to send me the measurements. Now I don't use any palsy stubs or anything like that. I don't have any bazooka ballons or anything, so just run my feed line down through the boom on each side. As you can see, the other one's the same, and I bring it out just like that. So there's a hole under there, and it just drops out to keep the feed line away from the yagis. So it's duplicated on the other side. I've got 7 metre spacing here between the two, and as you can see, I've got some fiberglass 40mm outside diameter rod, which exceeds the maximum length of the reflector, so that it doesn't interact with the antenna. I do have a little bit of metal stuff here, but it's neither here nor there. The fiberglass support rods that I built with the ends flattened galv, like a caravan annex type tent pole arrangement that I just used some of those pegs and clobbered them with a hammer and drilled a hole through there, so that's alright. A bit of rust coming through. So yep, alright, so let's just move along here. Stainless steel boom support that are taut, all stainless steel fittings there. They run parallel with the boom, obviously, so no interactivity with the RF or the radiation pattern of the yagis. And this white stuff is nylon, it's called SITA wire, SITA wire. It's not actually wire, it's a nylon, perfect non-conductive guy material. Perfect, actually. I use it on all my HF antennas, which are at the rear, behind the shed. There's a full-size quarter-wave vertical. Can't quite see it from here, but that's held up by this SITA wire. I'll just come up closer. It's a cross boom I think it's just a couple of 3mm D clamps here holding that in place. So it's reasonably taut, it's not too bad, and I have another one there slightly loose at the back. So we've got 7 elements, LFA, perfectly resonant on 5110. You see a slight bend there, but that's not evident when the antenna system is up. 10 metre booms, or 9.7, so they're very long antennas. It doesn't look very big in the sky, but on the ground it certainly is monstrous. This is a high gain 270cm vertical, which I've put right up the top of the tower, and it works quite well, that vertical antenna. I can work a couple of 100 kilometres on simplex on 2 metres, just about any time I like with that. This was, or it is, an X710, but the darn thing broke. So what I've used is a fiberglass extendable squid pole, I think they're called here, and what I've done, I've used a file and gone around the circumference with a file, and then filled it with like an arrow type compound and sealed it all the way. So I still got to use the antenna. Right, I'll just show you some of my elevation stuff that I've made here. It's like a pendulum type thing, using a bit of brass rod and some weights on the bottom there. And that's on I think it's a 500 ohm pot, and it swings at 90 degrees wherever. So I've got a good, perfect indication of where the antenna is, or the array, the antennas are pointing for EME, of course. And for 6 metres EME, this is one hell of an antenna system. Very, very functional, and certainly does work. Couldn't be happy with it. Now I pulled the tower and the antennas down just to do some regular maintenance, which is a good thing. I found a bit of water sitting in the bottom of that actuator jack system that I used for elevation. I just adapted that and made some frameworks type stuff, and welded it all together. Not the world's best welder, but when there's no one else around, I suppose you've got to learn to do it yourself. So that's the elevation stuff. And the rotator down below that box is a one of the biggest Yaesu. I think it's a DXC. What is the darn thing? A 1200 SX or something. So it has the interface as well, which is good. But just putting all this together, the minute details and the measurements that you need to build something like this are millimetre perfect, and it's all fully balanced, absolutely all fully balanced. So it's just sitting there. I've just got a bit of heavy pipe just to keep that 2.5 inch top section from bending too much, because it gets a bit of strain on it when I lift the tower up, and it will be a bit of a bummer, so to speak, if that were to bend. So there's a fair bit of weight on there. I'm going to stop the video now, because I'd rather concentrate on putting the tower up with a remote. Yeah, I could probably start doing it, but I'd much rather concentrate on that. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks.